4 bullish stocks to buy right now. Good day, all stock market traders and investors. This is Total Investor, and on this YouTube investment channel, what we do is that we provide great opportunities in stocks and commodities that you can take advantage of, hopefully, or just learn, and hopefully maybe make some money over the coming weeks or months using technical analysis with the charts that I provide for you. Okay, now please keep in mind that the goal here is really to educate you. So this should be thought of as, for educational purposes, and should not be thought of as financial advice. For that, you should go to your financial advisor. Very simple. Okay. Please keep in mind that in order for you to receive notices by YouTube, you should be subscribed to this channel. So if you have not already done so, please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and YouTube will take care of that for you. Okay, please watch the entire video. It's a short video, only 4 stocks that I think have bottomed and offer significant upside potential. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to show you is CommScope Holding Company, and the symbol is COMM. Back in July, it topped out at just over $6. I believe it was like $6.50. Fell all the way down below $2. I think it goes down to like about $1.50. So a huge drop in just a couple of months. You should have been out just using a simple moving average. For those that did not, well, they're going to learn from their mistakes. This stock seems to have found a little bit of a support here at around 2.5. That support became a resistance level. Okay, now it has formed a bottom here. It's sloping upwards as I have on this trend line. The 10 moving average is sloping upwards. The stock is above that, and we are at resistance right now. This thing can move, can break that any day, and I think it will. Just a matter of time here. What's giving us this indication, at least to me, is one, we've got a little bit of a up move in the volume. The slope is upwards on the moving average, and the RSI sloping upwards as well, and it is above 50. So if we get to back where it was before, that will be a very nice percentage gain on this one. Now, I'm not saying that it will. I don't know that. Nobody does. But there's nothing to say that it can't. Okay, it's been there before. It can do it again, given time. Okay, so COMM. Watch this one. Next is Medical Properties Trust, MPW is the stock symbol. Somewhat of a similar pattern here. This one topped out at about 10.5 back in late July because interest rates were going higher. What do you think a REIT did? Like this one, it fell down to $4, losing over 60% of its value in just a couple of months. Hit very hard. It seems to have petered out. We're building a little bit of momentum here. Made higher lows going up, so we've got a little bit of a trend line here. However, we do have this line here that I drew, which is resistance. It's touched it several times, and we're pretty much at there right now. We've got the RSI in an upward sloping pattern for the past couple of months. It's above 50, so that is very promising. Once this thing gets above the trend line here, or the resistance, it's a buy. Can it get to $10? Well, interest rates are really going to have to move lower significantly over time, of course, and this thing can do that only if interest rates move significantly lower. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but this is something that you should be looking at. MPW. Next is TPI Composites, and symbol is TPIC. Again, similar pattern. I've got stocks that have really got hit hard over the past couple of months. $11 falling all the way down to 2 and change. That is a huge loss in the market value of the shares. It is finally moved sideways, so it looks like it has bottomed out of the past 3 months. We've got one level of support here, and I've got a level of resistance. Touched it several times. It finally broke through today. This is at around, excuse me, at around just over the $3 level. It did break on good volume. It's above the 10-day exponential moving average. The RSI is trending upwards, and it's above 50, so everything is a go for TPIC. Okay, if it gets above there to where it was before, that'll be an enormous gain. Again, I'm not saying that it will get there. We'll just have to give it time to prove itself. Okay, so next, and this is the final one, the stock paid out a huge dividend back early on, I think it was like last year, and the market just did not, or its business really got hit hard. This one is Zim Integrated Shipping Services. ZIM is a symbol. Went from 15 down to 6 and change. This is just recent. The stock was much higher. If you do an intermediate, or longer term chart that you can look at, you'll see how high it got. But we finally broke through just at the beginning of December. This downtrend line, it moved sideways for a couple of days, and now I think we want to move higher. A nice good green candle day on some decent volume, and the RSI has broken above 50. So I'm not sure if this thing will get there very quickly to where it was, but if you're patient enough, I think that this is the business that will turn around, given enough time. So there is going to be some risk involved with holding this particular stock, but as I say, watch the charts. Okay, everything looks promising with this particular pattern. Take it one day at a time, like everything else, and use your stops. Okay, so that is it for this one. I only have 4. I'm just gonna try to keep it short from now on, rather than having like a dozen charts. It's probably like just too much to handle. It's probably also too much for my voice, which I keep losing every time I make a video. I'm just gonna try to find the best ones to look at, and we'll go from there. And I think what I'll do is I'll leave it at that, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so take care.